Anyone wishing to take photographs or videos must complete the appropriate form, which is available at the spectator entry desk at the top of the stairs leading up to the spectator area. And later on this afternoon, if you require one of those forms, they can be found here at the announcer's desk. Videos cannot be posted on unsecure websites, but may be posted on secure club websites. So we're due to start this afternoon at 12:15. Welcome to session 2 here at the West District's Long Course Championships, weekend 1 here at the Dollan Centre. Welcome, myself, Jackie Smith, and Robert Taylor will be leading you through the afternoon events. Welcome to everyone, swimmers, team managers, coaches, all our volunteers, particularly volunteers without whom we couldn't run the meet this weekend. Thank you to spectators joining us here and to those of you joining us on live stream. This afternoon's events will kick off with a 400-metre freestyle for the girls. We'll have 6 heats of that. Our officials are now on poolside, and our referees this afternoon are Ross Stewart, Fiona Sinnott, and the starter is Sheena Curry. And my sincere apologies, Jennifer, and Jennifer Neal is also refereeing for us this afternoon. I think I'm correct in saying we're due to finish this afternoon session at around 3:15 this afternoon before we're all back here again tomorrow for the seniors and a full day of racing over 2 sessions here, with the second weekend being in a fortnight's time, the 17th and 18th of February, when it will be seniors first on the Saturday and juniors on the Sunday. So I'll remind all swimmers, coaches and team managers, just in case you weren't here this morning, marshalling will take place in this area behind lane 1 at this end of the pool, changing rooms end of the pool, perhaps that's clearer. We're looking for swimmers to be in the marshalling area at least around 10 minutes before their own heat starts. I'm not sure we've got any reserves this afternoon. I don't think we have. So, yeah, swimmers can just be 10 minutes before your own heat, and that ensures the smooth running of the meet this afternoon, and that we stick to time so that we all might get out to enjoy some of that blue sky that seems to be rapidly disappearing. Just a reminder to swimmers that the medals desk is at the changing rooms end of the pool, and the results will be read out by myself and Robert during the course of the afternoon, as well as being posted around the pool hall. So check your finishing position and remember to collect your medals before you leave the pool this afternoon.
So we start with a wee bit distance again this afternoon. 400 free, 6 heats for the girls gets us underway. Anna Wilson, Inverclyde into Charlotte Shanks, Pelshill Sharks in 3. Jessica Simpson, Larkhall Avondale in 4. And Tia Laidlaw, Dumfries in lane 5. 2 13-year-olds in the middle lanes, 2 12-year-olds in the outside lanes, which are 2 and 5. We only have the 4 swimmers going in our very first heat. 5:37.50 through to 5:48.30 the times for the girls in this one. So a fairly level start for Charlotte in 3, Jessica in 4. Red cap of Bellshill, blue cap of Blackhall Avondale. And the girls come up to the first 100. Separated by barely half a second, 1:16.58, 1:16.83. They're a good 5 seconds or so clear. Anna Wilson from Inverclyde just ahead of Tia Laidlaw from Dumfries for 3rd place. So in entry times, those 2 girls at the head of affairs are separated by 0.29 of a second. At the moment, they're a little between the 2, turning almost together again. 11 hundredths in it, 1:58.22, 1:58.33. Those of you listening in at the live stream, if you have any swimmers who are going to be taking part in the schools competition, this will be held at this venue, Dollan Baths, in about 3 weeks' time. 22nd of February on the Friday. There will, however, be no live streaming, so if you're not working that day and you're able to come along and support the event, please do so. A really tight contest between Charlotte and Jessica, pushing one another on here. Tia Laidlaw, the Dumfries swimmer's gone well clear of Anna Wilson, white cap of Inverclyde. It's now the red cap of Bellshill. That's the second and a half clear, Charlotte Shanks, who has the slightly faster entry time. And she's just beginning to dominate this one now, beginning to pull away from Jessica. So 15 to go before the final 100. But a body length advantage she has at the moment. So into the final turn, turning in 4:04.44, 4:06.45, slightly better turn from Charlotte there, and that's given her that an additional advantage, and just beginning to put a wee bit pressure on Jessica here. Can she respond? The gap, if anything, just beginning to increase a wee bit further. Anna Wilson turning onto her final 100. At the far end of the pool. Let's see what the gap is. It was a couple of seconds. It's probably double that now. 4:45.75, 4:49.47, almost 4 seconds difference. So we're looking for finish time just a wee bit inside their entries, 5:37. We're going to take about 10 seconds off that. A good solid swim from Charlotte and also Jessica. Cracking time, 5:24.09. That's a 13-second improvement. And Jessica 5:29.95. She improves by around 8 seconds. Tia Laidlaw, entry time of 5:48.30, and she takes around 7 seconds off that entry time as well. Just wait for Anna to conclude the race. And that is the confirmed result now.
And we move on to Heat 2. Lane 1, Annabelle Lapping, Milngine Bearsden. 2, Sophie Haining, Bales Hill Sharks. 3, Ellie Mayer, Hamilton Baths. 4, Hannah McMillan, North Ayrshire. 5, Sandy Keddy from Cumbernauld. And 6, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride. Casey is the youngest swimmer in this heat. Only 12, everybody else is 13. So we're looking at entry times. There's about 6 seconds of a difference between the fastest, Ellie Mayer, 5:31, and then we went into 2 to 5:37. So after the first 50, lane 3, Ellie Mayer, Hamilton Baths, is leading the field. And the girls in behind her pretty much in a line. Very difficult to tell. Anybody's making a move for second place. Possibly lane 1, the Milngine Bearsden swimmer, Annabelle Lapping, just has the advantage. But it's the Hamilton Bath swimmer. It turns there 1:14.71 after the first 100. Ellie Mayer, her entry time today 5:31.30. Perhaps not surprising she's out in front. She does have the fastest entry time. And in behind her, the Milngine Bearsden swimmer in lane 1, with the rest of the field in a line. So nobody really making too much of a move for second and third places at the moment. It's biding their time. And turning first, Ellie Mayer, 1:55.91 at the turn there. 150 metres completed, 250 to go. And now getting herself fairly firmly into second place is the Milngine Bearsden swimmer in lane 1, Annabelle Lapping. And then in behind our leader and Annabelle, the 4 girls, really not much between them. Maybe Casey over in lane 6 has got the advantage there for third place as we come up to the turn. Well, in fact, Ellie's now turned with half her race completed. The girls all turning, moving into the second half of their race. And 1, 2 and 3 are Ellie Mayer, Annabelle Lapping and Casey Crisp. The 3 girls in behind them are really not too far away, and we could see challenges for the second and third places as the race progresses. We've seen some pretty close finishes this morning, with some fast racing towards the end, upsetting the finishing order that might have been expected earlier on in the race. Ellie Mayer, however, continues to lead this one, the 13-year-old from Hamilton Baths. Looking very comfortable out there in front. It's a good 10 metres between her and second place. There's still Casey Crisp over there in lane 6 in third place, with the other 3 girls still swimming pretty much in a line in behind our first, second and third swimmers. As Ellie turns, it will be Annabelle second and Casey third. Beginning to gain a bit of an advantage. We now can see the Cumbernauld swimmer, Sandy Keddy. She'll turn fourth now. But Sophie Haining is right up alongside her for that fourth place position. But it is our leader, from Hamilton Baths, Ellie Maher. Continues to look really strong out there in front of the field. Casey looks to be getting herself up alongside Annabelle. We'll watch what happens at the turn. As Ellie has turned and is heading, right, still Milngard and Bearsdens. Annabelle lapping in second place. Casey Crisp close on her heels, however. But Ellie Maher comes up to finish her 400 metres this afternoon. Led from the start and has done throughout the whole of this race. Just keep an eye on the time. 5:31.30 was her entry time, and she smashed that. 5:20.83 finishing there. Annabelle lapping. Milngard and Bearsden will finish second. Also smashing her entry time. Casey Crisp, lane 6, finishes 5:34.30. She'll also be pleased with that. An improvement on her entry time as that completes heat 2.
So onto third heat, Olivia Lyne in lane 1, Inverclyde, in 2, Mia Loudon, North Ayrshire, 3, Rebecca Marsh, Renfrew Bass, 4 is Martha Meechan, Scotia, 5, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride, and 6, Amy Rimmer from Belsill Sharks. Might just be Amy over on the far side in 6. Also well there is Rebecca Marsh from Renfrew Bass. Those two probably in the lead. I think it is lane 3. 34.30. It's pretty tight behind. Times in this one in the sort of mid 20s, 5:20.70 up to 5:30.70. So 5 seconds of a difference. And all on entry times we have, I think for the first time today, just about an arrow formation. Coming down to the first 100. Rebecca with a commanding advantage at the moment, 1:12.94. 3 seconds ahead. It's the field all pretty tightly bunched. Mia Loudon and Martha Meechan in lanes 2 and 4, along with Amy Rimmer in lane 6. All there or thereabouts for second, third and fourth. At the moment, no one's going to get anywhere near Rebecca at this rate. She's storming down, having done 150 metres. Covered that in roughly 40 seconds. And a gap now around 5 seconds. So if you can just keep this very strong pace going. Could be somewhere just a little bit over the 5-minute mark here, maybe 5:05-ish. Halfway, 2:31.96. Second place now is Martha McGeechan, green cap of Scotia. And Amy Rimmer from Belsa, I think, has just got herself third place. Rebecca now with 150 still to go. Pace just dropped a wee bit, 3:13.19. So probably in the 5:12, 5:15 range now. Unless she can keep this pace going, that might be in danger. Just beginning to maybe find it hard doing this all on your own with no one around you to challenge. She's well clear now. Pushing the final 100. Turning in 3:54.60. Well, let's hope a really strong finish can get her close to something like 5:15, 5:16. It's going to be well inside her 5:25.70. Second place around 7 seconds further back. It's Martha McGeechan. So she's probably going to be maybe a second or so inside her entry time. Comfortable third at the moment is Amy Rimmer. Leader with 50 to go. Turning in 4:36.23. So a nice strong finish would get her hopefully around about the 5:16-ish mark. Martha well clear in second. Very close for third place. Finishing very strongly in lanes 1 and 2, Olivia Lynn and Mia Loudon, and Clyde and North Ayrshire respectively. And also trying to get in terms is Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. And no doubt about the winner. Very strong finish from Rebecca. Gets inside the 5:15, 5:14.69. Martha McGeechan, good swim, 5:20 dead. Nice improvement there. And pulling a wee bit extra out of the death to maintain third. Amy Rimmer gets inside her entry time, 5:28.04. As does Olivia on a 5:29.16. So that result of our third heat. Well done, Rebecca.
And this is Heat 4, Event 201, Lane 1, Ava Murdoch, South Ayrshire. 2, Kayla McGaughey from City of Glasgow. 3, Emma Patterson, City of Glasgow. 4, Ava Pettigrew, Cumbernauld. 5, Lucy Taylor, Lanark. And 6, Hannah McCaig, South Ayrshire. So let's see how this race progresses. So a very clear leader, I think, in the last 2 heats from the early stages. Take that forward and win their heat. So at the turn there, it's lane 4. Ava Pettigrew, the 14-year-old from Cumbernauld, who had the advantage, but not by much, as all girls are still in touch with each other as we come up to the first 100 metres. Looks like it's still the Cumbernauld swimmer Ava Pettigrew that may just have the advantage, but coming strongly up alongside her is Emma Patterson from City of Glasgow. And then let's watch out for Connie Hart. No, beg your pardon, Ava Murdoch in lane 1. So it was lane 1 that turned first there. And is now leading the field. Ava turns first there at the far end, 1:56.08 for her. Ava's entry time, 5:25.10. We've got entry times this afternoon ranging from 5:19 through to 5:25. We've seen these entry times smashed earlier on this afternoon, so we're looking to see some of the girls, well indeed the girls will be looking to see that they do that this afternoon. And it is South Ayrshire's Ava Murdoch who's going to turn first at the halfway mark. City of Glasgow's Emma Patterson will turn second. And then I think Cumbernaulds' Ava Pettigrew will turn in third place at the halfway mark. She just has the advantage there over lane 5. Yeah, really hundredths of a second between those two girls in lanes 4 and 5 at the turn there. But our clear leader is Ava Murdoch, the 14-year-old from South Ayrshire, closest to me in lane 1. Emma Patterson is moving away to get herself consolidated into second place. Whether she get the gap is too much for her to catch Ava Murdoch, however. But there's still 150 metres to go. So one never knows. As we have said earlier, it's difficult. You've got nobody challenging you out in the front. So you're taking this on all by yourself. You've got to keep your race plan going. Keep those legs and arms moving. Draw on what your training has taught you. So Ava Murdoch turns first after 300 metres, 3:55.76. Emma Patterson will turn second, and third I think will be Cumbernauld swimmer Ava Pettigrew. Indeed she does there, 4:10.05 for Ava. So considerable gap between first and second place. 4 or 5 seconds between second and third. That might be closable, but I don't think that our South Ayrshire swimmer in lane 1 is going to be caught, Ava Murdoch. Emma Patterson turns second. Who's going to turn third there? Lane 4, so still our Cumbernauld swimmer in third place. She is being challenged for that by lane 5, Lucy Taylor from Lanark. As Ava Murdoch comes in to complete her 400-metre freestyle this afternoon. What's her time? 5:14.18. Well, smashed her entry time. Here comes Emma Patterson. Keep an eye on the board here. 5:24.28. Another battle there for third place, but that was won by the Lanark swimmer, Lucy Taylor, who challenged in the closing stages of the race there and did so successfully, touching out Ava Pettigrew. As we move on to the penultimate heat of event 201. And this is Heat 5 of Event 201. Lane 1, Luna Milne, City of Glasgow. 2, Brooke Stevenson, South Ayrshire. Her teammate Ruby McInnes goes in Lane 3. 4, Sarah McGuffey, City of Glasgow. Empty Lane 5. And 6, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire.
Thank you, Jackie. So, as Jackie says, empty lane in 5. So leader in lane 3, Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire. Lula Milne, City Glasgow, also well there. Between them, Brooke Stevenson. Swimmer from, well, one of 3 swimmers from South Ayrshire in this one. So approaching the first 100. It's Ruby, I think, just with the advantage, or is it? No, it's Lula Milne now in lane 1, just sharing it by about half a second. 1:13.80, 1:14.23 and 1:14.96. Nice turn there for Lula, just open up a wee bit of an advantage out the turn. Just about a body length clear of Brooke Stevenson in 2, Ruby McInnes in 3, Sarah McGuffey not that far behind in lane number 4. A wee bit off the pace at the moment is Connie in lane 6. So 150 gone. It's still pretty close. Barely 2 seconds cover the first 4 swimmers. All the swimmers a wee bit over the 5-minute mark for entry, 5:08 through to 5:17. So I'm sure the target will be trying to get as close to 5 minutes as possible. There's very little between Ruby and Lula again. Might just be Lula. It was by 600s, 2:35, 12, 2:35, 18. Other 2 girls still within striking distance, about a second and a half further back. They'll need to make a wee move soon if they want to get involved in this contest. Potentially looking at a finish somewhere around the 5:10 mark. And Ruby McInnes getting to work now. She's gone half a second clear. Another 2 swimmers just dropping back, Brooke and Sarah. And there is very much between Lula Milne and Ruby McInnes now. About 125 metres or so to go. Lula Milne in 1. Just behind Ruby. Ruby is a little bit more relaxed now. She's opened up a good body length advantage, and a significant one at that, worth 100 to go. Almost 2 seconds plus ahead. 3:54.14, 3:56.23. Can Sarah McGuffey find something? I think she's now the potential threat to Ruby. Ruby at the moment looking good. Still a good body length clear, but Sarah McGuffey trying to make some headway. Lula Milne still hanging in there. Just over 50 to go. Well, there's not so much in it now. Less than a second, and Ruby McInnes senses the danger, gets her legs going. Her legs really kicking in. Lula Milne also getting to work. It's almost a 3-way contest, down with 25 to go. Sarah McGuffey making a move on Ruby McInnes. Lula Milne getting involved as well. Sarah McGuffey finishing like a train. Can she get there? Ruby McInnes hanging on. But Sarah McGuffey, I think, has timed this one just perfectly. Sarah McGuffey gets this one from Ruby McInnes. What a finish. 5:10.49. Well done, Sarah. 5:10.78. Also a great race, Ruby. And Lola, 5:13.20. Well done, girls. Very good race.
And this is the final heat of the girls' 400-metre freestyle this afternoon. So heat 6, empty lane 1, lane 2, Caitlin Morton, City of Glasgow. 3, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 4, Daisy Gildea, City of Glasgow, empty lane 5, and lane 6, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. So 4 swimmers in this final heat this afternoon. And it's lane 3 taking the early lead. Amber Hinton, the 14-year-old from Dumfries, whom we've seen in gold medal position earlier on in session 1 this morning. But she's not having it all her own way, because coming with her is Daisy Gildea from City of Glasgow. Another long-distance swimmer. We saw Daisy in action in the 1500 metres, and I think Robert referred to her with her open water, West District Open Water Junior Champion last year at Loch Venacha. I think we're back there again this year, aren't we, Robert? And so it is still Amber Hinton leading ahead of Daisy Gildea at the turn there. Lane 6, Lauren Dunlop in 3rd place, although turning almost at the same time as her. Lane 2, Caitlin Morton. So it'll be a battle on between those two for 3rd place, I think, as Amber Hinton moves away from Daisy Gildea. What can Daisy do? Can she respond to this challenge that's here this afternoon at the Dollans in this 400-metre freestyle, as Amber is looking really strong and in turning first at the halfway mark, 2:20.89. Amber's entry time here is 4:41.70. Fastest into this heat this afternoon, quite significantly by 15 seconds. So she's where we would expect her to be on the basis of those entry times. And she certainly looks very comfortable out there in front. Daisy continues in second, with Dumfries' Lauren Dunlop in 3rd, ahead of Caitlin Morton. 250 metres completed, and it is the very strong looking Amber Hinton who continues to lead ahead of Daisy Gildea from City of Glasgow. Lauren Dunlop turns. 250 metres completed for her. Caitlin Morton coming down to the final turn at this end with 100 metres to go. Amber Hinton. She will be looking to improve on her entry time this afternoon, and certainly looks like she has the race plan to do that. Daisy Gildea is going to turn in second. 2 lengths to go for these two girls as Lauren Dunlop comes up to her final turn at this end of the pool. Another 2 lengths. Caitlin Morton in behind her. There is no catching Amber Hinton now. She's going into the final turn at the far end. I think we're seeing the finishing order in the pool at the moment. Amber Hinton, Daisy Gildea, Lauren Dunlop. Unless Caitlin Morton can do anything to catch Lauren and get herself up into 3rd place. But here comes Amber. Daisy has turned for the final turn. Lauren's going to go into the turn. Caitlin's certainly having a go, but there's probably too much between her and Lauren at the moment. But one never knows until it's all over. But here comes Amber Hinton, looking to smash her entry time. Finishing there in a time of 4:42.21. Very solid swim from Amber there. Doing most of that on her own. No competition alongside her. No one pushing her. Daisy Gilday comes in to finish her 400 this afternoon. Does so in a time of 4:57.07. And it is Dumfries' Lauren Dunlop consolidated her position to come into third place, and that completes, as Caitlin Morton comes in to finish, that completes the girls' 400 metre freestyle this afternoon, and we move on to 4 heats for the boys.
Good solid swims there from first 2 home there, almost on their entry time. So then move to the boys 400 free, just the 4 heats that we have. So good luck, lads. Let's see. So Finlay Thompson, East Kilbride goes in 1. Finlay Maurice, Inverclyde in 2. Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire 3. Struan Henry, Dumfries, lane 4. Finn McDonald, East Kilbride 5. And Joshua McCluskey, Kilmarnock goes in lane 6. 5:21 through to 5:51, the entry times in this one. So this is the slowest of the 4 heats. All these lads will be hoping to improve if they can on those entry times. Pretty level start. Lane 3, just shading it, Lewis Riley from South Ayrshire. And we do have a very good arrow formation that's developed in this first heat. On seeding it should go 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 6. Probably not quite in that order, but it's it looks good. So 1:15.36. So a second and a half or so ahead of Finlay and Struan. None of these lads are going to trouble anything under 5 minutes. Something like 5:10, I'm sure will be the target for maybe Lewis. So apologies, those of you that are watching the screen. Got a wee problem. Looks like the pads have malfunctioned. That doesn't detract from what we've got ahead of us. We'll still be able to get times for this race, even if the pads don't work properly. All we've got to do is make sure our officials hit the backup buttons nice and strongly. And also the stopwatches. So I think we might well be back. Well, we've got the times back, but well, 2:42 I think it was at halfway. We might be back in business with the timing. Well, maybe not. Well, back in the pool, Lewis Riley well clear here. Having a super swim. Finlay Maurice clear in second of Stu and Henry. Dumfries swimmer. So 300 completed. We'll see if we do get a time. No, we don't. So So we might not have the electronic times on the board, but we'll get those times for the swimmers and quickly move on to the next heat. I don't think there'll be very much delay in getting on to heat number 2. Lewis Riley has gone about 15 metres clear. Finlay Maurice, Inverclyde swimmer in second. Stu and Henry. Dumfries in third. Just turning now in fourth, Finn McDonald, East Kilbride, Joshua McCluskey, and then Finlay Thompson. 10 or so to go. Now the board's back on. A really cracking swim. 5:10 exactly for Lewis. 5:21.42 for Finlay Maurice, and 5:26.18 Stu and Henry. (5:39.16) Finn McDonald, Joshua McCluskey. 5:47.46. And Finlay Thompson, a 12-year-old from East Kilbride, just about to finish the race. Well done, Finlay. 6:03.43.
And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 1, Rory Stevenson, Falkirk Otter. 2, Yasin Hattab, Dumfries. 3, Daniel Letham, Combernold. 4, Sam Curry, South Ayrshire. 5, Jensen Basketer, City of Glasgow. And 6, Scott Watson, East Kilbride. So this is Heat 2 of the boys 400 metre freestyle. And as they go up to the first turn, it's looking pretty even across the board. We'll see who turns first, maybe in lane 3. No, lane 4, beg your pardon, called that wrong. 33.83 for Sam Curry from South Ayrshire at the first turn. Good to see that the board's back up and running so that we can keep an eye on times here. But it is Sam Curry who is leading the field. We've got one of those almost kind of arrow shapes as the guys come into the 100 metres, turning. This Sam Curry will turn first. So then, I beg your pardon, let's start that again. Daniel Letham turns first, Sam Curry in second. So the Cumbernauld swimmer continues to lead this field. 150 metres at the turn there. As he's just moving into that, transitioning towards, heading towards the halfway mark. 149.94 for Daniel. 151.64 for Sam Curry. And it's the City of Glasgow swimmer, Jensen Basketer, in third. But in behind Daniel, South Ayrshire and City of Glasgow swimmers, Sam and Jensen respectively, pretty much in a line. Scott Watson over there in lane 6 is up in just up behind those two boys, but it is Daniel that continues to lead. 2:29.36 halfway. Sam Curry just had the advantage there over Jensen Basketer at the turn. Can he improve, keep that going? Jensen is right up alongside him, however. Scott Watson's making a move, beginning to come through, getting himself up alongside the two boys in second and third place. There's Daniel Letham. Turns with 3 lengths to go, 150 metres. And the two boys, I think Jensen Basketer just has the advantage there in lane 5 over South Ayrshire's Sam Curry. So it's Daniel Letham, Sam Curry, Jensen Basketer, I beg your pardon, all up in 1, 2 and 3. Well, will this and these boys improve on their placings? Can Daniel hold them off? Come into the turn. Daniel leads the field still. He turns 3:47.97, but hot on his heels, the City of Glasgow swimmer, South Ayrshire swimmer in lanes 4 and 5. They know they've only got 2 lengths to go, 1.5 now. Can they catch Daniel and improve on their placings in their 400 metres this afternoon? They'll also be looking to improve their entry times. We've seen some pretty significant improvements on entry times in this 400 metres, both for the girls and the boys so far. But Daniel turns for the final time, still holding off the challenge from South Ayrshire's Sam Curry and City of Glasgow's Jensen Basketer. Can he continue to do so, or will this be another race where we see the placings overturned in the closing metres? Daniel still ahead. Battle on for second place. Jensen just looks to appear to have the advantage over Sam Curry. Daniel is going to hold this. He will come in and finish first this afternoon. Sam Curry is coming back. Who's going to take this? I think it will be Sam Curry. And indeed it is. He just gets the touch ahead of the City of Glasgow swimmer. 5:01.12 for Daniel Letham. 5:03.97 for Sam. 5:04.19 for Jensen Basketer.
So on to our third heat. One, we have Conor McNaughton in lane 1 from Grangemouth. In lane 2, Harrison McMillan, Stirling Swimming. Empty lane in 3, 4, Brodie Lydon, City Glasgow, and 5, his teammate Samuel Ruff. We have an empty lane in 6. Times in this one, 5:01.70 to 5:11 dead. So let's hope that maybe two, maybe even three of these swimmers can get under the 5-minute mark. Nice strong start from a couple of them. 1:09.51, 1:10.27. And that gives them half a chance, perhaps. Brodie Lydon just ahead of Samuel Ruff. Harrison McMillan in third place on 1:11, and Conor McNaughton on a 1:13. So it's lanes 4 and 5 that seem to be where the action is. The two City Glasgow swimmers, 13-year-old Samuel Ruff in 5, 14-year-old Brodie Lydon in 4. Just half a second or so between them. A wee bit further back is Harrison McMillan from Stirling Swimming, and a fair bit back from him, Conor McNaught from Grangemouth. Approaching halfway. And 5 minutes potentially is on for these lads. 2:25.04 and 2:25.70. 2:20.42 for Harrison and 2:34.73 for Conor. So I don't think either Conor or Harrison are going to trouble 5 minutes. The two boys at the head of affairs, 2:25. Well, about 76 seconds there. So if they can replicate that, we're looking at just a little bit under 5 minutes for both boys. And we've got a really good race on. 150 to go, turning still almost together. Around about 37.5 seconds. So 4:54, 4:56, something like that, maybe. Now the younger swimmer, Samuel Ruff, now opening up about a body length advantage and getting the legs going a wee bit now. Out the turn, and got that little bit of extra kick. 3:40.03. 4:54, 4:53 maybe is a target here for Samuel. 5:09.60 entry time. He's going to shatter that by maybe 15 seconds or so. Brodie Lydon on a 5:02.60. Going to take maybe 4 or 5 seconds off that. And he's really dropped back from his teammate. 4:16.69. Well, might even be faster than 4:53. Well, legs going 10 to the dozen here in lane 4. Brodie Lydon really kicking for hell to get closer to his teammate. Both boys giving it everything down the final stretch. It's all about getting a really good time, which they've both achieved. Samuel Ruff, 4:52.66, cracking time. Brodie Lydon, 4:55.56. Well done, lads. 6-second improvement for Brodie. Samuel improves his time by virtually 17 seconds. And 5:04.34. Harrison virtually on the money for third place. Conor McNaughton finished the race 5:18.53.
And this is heat 4, the final heat of event 202. And the three swimmers. So lane 1, empty lane. Lane 2, Blake Herdman, Inverclyde. 3, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. Empty lanes 4 and 5. Lane 6, Logan Moffat, Bells Hill Sharks. So, entry times here ranging all below the 5 minutes, but 5:41 through to 4:41 through to 4:56. So currently it's the City of Glasgow swimmer, Aaron Machin, just has the advantage, I think, over Blake Herdman from Inverclyde, as the boys come down having to return at the 100 metre mark. So quite a difference in these boys' entry times, but Aaron just has the advantage over Blake at the turn there. 300 metres to go, of course. See what happens over in lane 6, Logan Moffat in 3rd place. So we will, after this event, be moving on to the butterfly, 200 metre butterfly for both the girls and then the boys. So let's go back to the pool and have a look. Going into the turn there, it is still Aaron Machin. Right behind him, Blake Herdman. And then out on his own in lane 6, Logan Moffat. So there's no doubt that Aaron and Blake are pushing each other here. As we come down to the halfway mark, Aaron continues to have the advantage, but only just ahead of the Inverclyde swimmer, Blake Herdman. But Aaron turns first, 2:20.33. His entry time, 4:41.60. What can he do to smash that this afternoon? Blake is not letting him go, though, and is right on his shoulders. And the race is on between these two boys for first place. Logan swimming strongly over there in lane 6, but he's not within touching distance of these two leaders. And is very much racing on his own, Aaron and Blake. There is hundredths of a second between the two boys at the turn there after 250 metres. Aaron looks like he's moving away. He's got just about a body length, but Blake isn't letting him go and is coming back again. Keeping in touch with Aaron. The boys come into the turn. Aaron, 3:32.82. But half a second between the two boys opened up now. But Blake will know he's got 2 lengths to go. What can he do to overtake Aaron, who's holding Blake at bay at the moment and has done so throughout this race? Logan's entry time, 4:56.90. He'll be looking to improve on that this afternoon. He's swimming steadily and consistently over there in lane 6. But here we go, final turn. Look at those arms and legs moving with these two boys. The race is really on. Can Aaron keep Blake at bay? He certainly is beginning to move ahead of him. I'm not sure Blake's going to be able to respond to that this afternoon. Really gutsy race between these two boys, but it will be Aaron Machin that will take this. Time for him, let's watch the clock. Just outside his entry time, I think. No, I beg your pardon, inside his entry time. Apologies, Aaron. Good PB for Blake Herdman. And let's cheer on Logan Moffat as he comes in to complete his 400 metre freestyle this afternoon. He's done that all on his own, really. and finishes there in a time of 5:05.68. That completes event 202, and as I said a moment ago, we now move on to the butterfly, and we have 2 heats for this event 203, followed by I think 2 heats for the boys in event 204.
Just come back to the last event, the very first heat where we didn't have the scores on the board. There was a disqualification in that first heat, lane 1 for a technical infraction. Lane 1 in the very first heat. First of 2 heats of 200 fly in 1. Nikavira Singh, Scotia, 2. Edie Laidlaw, Dumfries, 3. Lucy McGovern, Kingston, 4. Alice Adam, Cumbernauld, and in 5, Tia Laidlaw from Dumfries. All these girls entry times in 3-minute range. So again, that arrow formation already forming. Lucy McGovern from Kingston in lane 3. From Alice Adam, Cumbernauld, 38.03 and 38.29. They've opened up a wee gap over the other girls. So a good contest. 3 girls pretty close here, getting towards the halfway mark. Kingston swimmer Lucy McGovern with the advantage. Halfway mark, 1:25.55. She's got about a second and a half. Alice Adam, Edith Laidlaw, second and third. Tia Laidlaw. I presume it's Edie's wee sister, going well over in lane 4. At the moment, Lucy McGovern's got all the answers to this one. Going further and further away. So, approaching the 150 mark for Lucy. Turning in 2:15.61. So we're looking at finish time probably around our entry time. She's got an entry time of 3:05.50. Keep her fingers crossed she can keep the strong pace going. Second place now, Edie Laidlaw from Dumfries. So coming down the final 10 metres, let's keep an eye on the clock. We've got a nice wee PB. It's just going to be over the 3-minute mark. But a good time anyway. 3:00.45. Well done, Lucy. 5-second improvement. Second place, very tight. Oh, it's bragging rights for Tia. She sneaks in ahead of big sister. 3:12.45, 3:13.49. We'll wait for all these times to be confirmed. We do have a little problem apparently with the electronics in this one. Akavia Singh. Well done, she finishes.
So this is Heat 2 of Event 203. Lane 1, Madison Smith from South Ayrshire. 2, Orlith Jeffrey, Lanark. 3, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 4, Emily Taylor, Lanark. 5, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. And 6, Ava Murdoch, South Ayrshire. So largely entry times here are sub 3 minutes. And we'll see what the girls can do. So let's have a look at the pool. At the first turn there, it is lane 3, the City of Glasgow swimmer, 34.12 for Amy. Emily Taylor in behind her, and Orlith Jeffrey in third after the first 50. Got a bit of an arrow shape here, I think, as the girls come down to the halfway mark, with Amy Rowell leading that arrowhead. Her entry time here this afternoon, 2:39.40, fastest entry time, so she's exactly where we would expect her to be at this stage of the race. 1:15.61 after the first 100. Lanark swimmer Emily Taylor in second, the youngest in this heat, only 12 years of age. Firmly into second place there, with third place not a lot between our South Ayrshire swimmer Madison Smith, Orlith Jeffrey from Lanark, and Lauren Dunlop from Dumfries. But it is the City of Glasgow swimmer who continues to dominate this heat. She will go into the final turn, the firm leader, looking very strong out there in front, with the 12-year-old Emily Taylor behind her in second place. No one's going to catch Amy now. Emily looks fairly secure in second place. Still a good part of the length to go, of course, so one never knows, but Emily looks like she might be trying to close the gap between herself and our leader from City of Glasgow. So I think this is all going to be about third place, and at the moment that's a bit of a battle between lanes 1 and 5. Madison Smith and Lauren Dunlop, as Amy Rowell finishes her race in a time of 2:41.25. In comes Emily Taylor, 2:51.47. The moment it looks like it's the Dumfries swimmer Lauren Dunlop, but here comes Madison Smith in the closing stages. She's going to take this, I think, and no, she didn't. I called that wrongly. Went to Lauren Dunlop, 3:04.23, touching out our South Ayrshire swimmer Madison Smith. And that concludes the girls' 200-metre butterfly. We're moving on to 2 heats for the boys.
Result just on your screen for those of you here, and disqualification lead 4 for technical infraction in that last heat. So that promotes lane 5, 3:04.23, Lauren Dunlop, and also promotes Madison Smith, South Ayrshire, into third place. quickly give you results. 201 gold for 11, 12-year-olds. East Kilbride's Casey Crisp. Silver, Tia Laidlaw, Dumfries. Bronze, Inverclyde's Anna Wilson. In the 13-year-old girls, City Glasgow, Sarah McGuffey is gold. Silver, her teammate Lola Milne, and Hamilton Bass. Ellie Mayer takes bronze. Gold in the 14-year-olds, Dumfries' Amber Hinton. Silver, City Glasgow is Daisy McDee. And bronze, Dumfries, Lauren Dunlop. The boys. 11, 12-year-olds, just the one medal. Gold goes to Kilmarnock's Joshua McCluskey. And the 13-year-old boys, City Glasgow Samuel Ruff takes gold. Cumbernauld Daniel Letham silver. And City Glasgow's Jensen Basketeer bronze. 14-year-olds gold, City Glasgow Alan Machin. Silver, Inverclyde's Blake Herdman. And bronze, City Glasgow's Brodie Lydon. So we now move on to the boys butterfly, just the three lads in this one. In 2, Oliver McIlwraith, Cumbernauld. 3, Aidan Moody, City Glasgow. 4, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride. All these boys under the 3-minute mark. 2:50 for Aidan, 2:57.70 Oliver, 2:57.50 for Lewis. So the fastest entry. Aidan a wee bit behind the other two. He's hopefully saving himself for second half of the race. So both the lads turning around the 37-second mark. The advantage now with Oliver by 2 or 3 metres now. He's really got going. Getting those arms over pretty strongly now. Lewis Watson, East Kilbride swimmer, also going pretty effectively. So we're each halfway. Turning in 1:20.13. So advantage around 2 and a bit seconds. 1:33.79 for Aidan. So our leader well clear now. Just has to try and keep this going to ensure Lewis Watson doesn't get anywhere near him, but Lewis beginning to try and pick up again. 2:06.86, 2:07.99. Well, Lewis was having a go, but Oliver's got going really strongly down the final stretch. 20 or so to go. Lewis Watson still keeping it going. He's still got a lot to do, but he's giving it everything down the final 10. And Lewis Watson closing on Oliver McIlwraith. Little in it. Oliver's hanging on here at the grim death. Lewis is going to get this. He did. Timed it perfectly. Well done. Great race, boys. 2:50, 2:56. Lewis Watson at the death, gets arms over, spot on to take that. 2:52.79. Oliver McIlwraith. Both the boys improving their entry times by the best part of 5 seconds. Well done, lads. And unfortunately, disqualification lane 3 for a technical infraction in the very first heat. But well done, Lewis and Oliver. Great race, boys.
We could have run later pulled out. After the effort you made. And this is heat 2, the final heat of event 204. Empty lane 1, empty lane 2, lane 3, Nikolai Sisnet, City of Glasgow, 4, Jasper Broom, South Ayrshire, and 5, Yasin Hattab from Dumfries. So 3 boys entry times, 2:17.80 for Nikolai Sisnet. So and he's already showing that as he's going to go into the first turn, leading the field. 2:32 and 2:49 for Jasper and Yasin respectively. At the moment, I think we are seeing that that order with Nikolai first, Jasper second, and Yasin third. So we've seen Nikolai dominate his races already in session 1 today, and is clearly continuing to do so this afternoon. Looking very strong out there in the front of the field. Halfway mark, turning there, 1:04.04. So he's looking to improve his entry of 2:17.80. Let's see what he can do. He's got to do it all by himself. He's not being pushed by anybody. He's got nobody alongside him. Tends to be the case for most of Nikolai's races at the moment. So he's obviously, he knows what he wants to do, sets out and just keeps going. South Ayrshire swimmer Jasper Broom, 2:32.70. He's in second place. And a Dumfries swimmer in third. And here comes Nikolai. He's turned. It's hard, getting close to maybe half a length ahead in this race this afternoon. This 200-metre butterfly. So let's keep an eye on the clock for him. 2:17 was his entry time. He's not going to beat that this afternoon, but firmly comes in first place, 2:20.64. The South Ayrshire swimmer is going to come in second place, Jasper Broom, 14 years of age. It's coming into the closing stages of his race now. Keep an eye on the clock for him, 2:37.78. Difficult for these boys when the field spread out really early on. They had nobody pushing each other. And they were all swimming their own races. So it can be challenging just to keep that going. But as we complete the second heat of event 204 with Yasin Hattab from Dumfries coming in a time of 2:59.58. That's back to the girls, and we're moving on to the 100-metre breaststroke. We have 7 heats this afternoon.
So moving on to the girls' 100 breaststroke. The first of 7 heats. 2, we have Megan Ainsley, City Glasgow. Teammate Christina Grubb in 3. 4, Anna Wilson, Inverclyde. And 5, Heidi Addison, Hamilton Baths. 137 through to 140. Not much between the two girls in the middle lanes. Christina Grubb, Anna Wilson, touching almost together. 47.81 and 48.36. Second half further back is Heidi, and Megan just a wee bit further off the pace. So coming down with about 30 to go, all to play for. Christina Grubb, Anna Wilson, Heidi Addison trying to also get into the mix. 12-year-old, Anna Wilson only 12, Christina Grubb only 13-year-old in this one. It's tightening up, and Anna Wilson, Inverclyde, always produced some really good breaststrokers and have done over many years, and looks as though they've maybe sneaked in, got this one. It's going to be close on the touch here. It's very, very close. Yeah, on the touch, Christina just got it. 140.98, 141.06 for Anna and Heidi. 142.33. Good swims, girls.
And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 1, Cara Gray, Motherwell Wishaw. 2, Erin Purden, Lanark. 3, Sarah McGuffey, City of Glasgow. 4, Ellie Mayer, Hamilton Bath. 5, Iona Kellock, Dumfries. And 6, Hannah McMillan from North Ayrshire. So we've got, they're all 13 years of age, the girls, in this heat. Entry times all 1:36. 136.10 to 136.90, so this should be a very close heat. Looks fairly close at the moment as the girls go into the turn after 50 metres, but it is lane 4, 44.63 at the turn there for Ellie Mayer from Hamilton Baths, closely followed by Iona Kellock from Dumfries. Keep an eye on what's happening in lane 1. Cara Gray, she's up there as well. It's Cara, Ellie and Iona will battle this in the closing stages for first, second and third. If they can keep this going at the moment, it's the Dumfries swimmer, Iona Kellock, who has the advantage over Ellie Mayer and Cara Gray, but Hannah McMillan coming through as Iona Kellock finishes in first. Lane 5, 135.78. Ellie Mayer second, and third place goes to lane 1, Cara Gray from Motherwell Wishaw. And we move on to Heat 3, Lane 1, Lucy McKenna, Cumbernauld. 2, Charlotte Smith, Stirling Swimming. 3, Rachel Cameron, North Ayrshire. 4, Tara McIntyre, City of Glasgow. 5, Erin Lammy, Lanark. And 6, Isla Russo, Renfrew Bath. Mixture of 13 and 14-year-olds here with entry times from 134 to 135. Really not a lot in it, however. Again, we'll probably see fairly close on the basis of those entry times, but at the moment it looks like it is lane 4, and it is 42.28 at the turn. So Tara McIntyre from City of Glasgow, turns first. Charlotte Smith second. Isla Russo third at the halfway mark. What can the girls do to change that as they come down the the second length of this 100-metre breaststroke for them this afternoon? It is still the City of Glasgow swimmer, Tara McIntyre, leading. Charlotte Smith from Stirling Swimming in second. Third place possibly looks like it's going to come from lane 6, Isla Russo. Good challenge there from Lucy McKenna, but I think Isla's moving away from her as the girls come into the closing stages. It is going to be really tight, but it's the City of Glasgow swimmer that takes that. Tara McIntyre ahead of Charlotte Smith from Stirling Swimming, and third place goes to the Cumbernauld swimmer Lucy McKenna. And heat 4, lane 1, Anna Law, Lark Hall. 2, Ava Ferretti, Milngavie Bears Den. 3, Emma Patterson, City of Glasgow. 4, Charlotte Shanks, Bellshill Sharks. Her teammate Amy Rimmer goes in lane 5. 6, Jessica Simpson from Lark Hall. All 13 years of age, the girls in this heat. 133.50 through to 134.49 here. So let's see. Looking like taking an early advantage of the two girls in the outside lanes, Anna Law and Jessica Simpson, both from Lark Hall, but let's see what happens at the turn. The girls coming into the turn now, and it is lane 1, 42.93, just ahead, second and a half of her teammate over there in lane 6. Can the girls change that order? Anna Law looking very strong now, but being challenged by Emma Patterson from City of Glasgow. She's beginning to move through there in lane 3, but it is still Lark Hall's Anna Law leading this. Emma Patterson coming through. Jessica Simpson continuing to swim well. This is not all over yet. Jessica Simpson coming through. Will she take this ahead of her teammate? Not sure. It's going to be really tight going in, but no, it'll be Anna Law who take this ahead of her teammate Jessica Simpson, with City of Glasgow's Emma Patterson in third place. Finishing time there 1:32.67. Improvement on the entry time for the girls this afternoon in our first, second and third places.
Fifth heat, Megan Ferris in 1, Cumbernauld. 2, Ava Steele, Falkirk Orchard. 3, Sophie Heading, Bellshill Sharks. 4 is Madison Smith, South Ayrshire. Her teammate in 5, Hannah McCaig. And 6, Amy Gill, Grangemouth. Pretty good starts in lanes 1, 2, 3. Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. Ava Steele, Falkirk Orchard. Sophie Heading, Bellshill Sharks in lane 3. Not all that far behind. Madison Smith, South Ayrshire in 4. Well, it's pretty close. Lanes 3 and 1 perhaps. Well, pretty close between 3 and 1. 42.94, 43.33. It's the North Ayrshire, Lanarkshire contest. Cumbernauld and Bellshill at the moment. And Cumbernauld with the advantage, getting plenty of encouragement down the side from their teammates. Megan Ferris and that outside lane with the advantage. Madison Smith finishing strongly in 4. Down the final stretch, Megan Ferris with Madison Smith with a late surge. Madison Smith making headway. It's Madison Smith who's timed this just perfectly. South Ayrshire girl's going to take this. She does. Megan Ferris and the Bellshill swimmer Sophie Haining in third. 1:30.39. Nice swim there from Harrison to take that at the death, just inside her entry time. And also a good swim from Megan. 1:32.90. Finishes 1:31.06 with Sophie third. I'll finish off. Give you a wee break. So penultimate heat 6 in 1. Amy Rowell, City Glasgow. 2, Ailsa Chand, East Kilbride. 3, Isadora Holmes, Mulgan Bearsden. 4 is Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. 5, Abby White from Dumfries. 6, we have an empty lane. 1:26 and through to 1:29 are the entry times in this one. And it's just lane 3, Isadora Holmes from McGuinn's Bearsden. Maybe just shading it, but on her shoulder is Connie Hart. It's Connie Hart, I think it's just going to touch just ahead, by about a second. Isadora Holmes, Ailsa Chand, and then about a second further back, Amy Rowell, who's coming through fairly strongly to try and get back in the mix. But the leader still is South Ayrshire swimmer Connie Hart. Amy Rowell flying at the death. Can she find something special to catch the South Ayrshire swimmer? Connie Hart looks good at the moment to take this one. And she's going further and further away. Connie Hart, South Ayrshire, is going to take heat number 6. Going to be close for second. Connie takes it. Amy in second. And in third place, Ailsa Chand. 1:20.67. Very nice swim there from Connie. Very close to the entry time. 1:30.63. Amy, Ailsa 1:31.07. As we move on to our final heat. Well, our final heat's only got 3 in 1. We have Grace Blair from Falkirk Otter. 2, Lula Milne, City Glasgow. No show in lane 3. 4, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 5 and 6, empty lanes. Well, Amber Hinton's had a very good meet so far. Smart Money would suggest she's strong fancy to take this one as well. 1:22 entry time. Lula Milne 1:23.20 and Grace 1:26.71. And Dumfries swimmer with the advantage. And she's got some searing pace in the final stage of a race. And a nice turn from both the girls there. Well, there's about a second in it. Lula Milne, 13-year-old from City Glasgow, is not giving this up yet. And she's coming through strongly to challenge Amber Hinton, the 14-year-old from Dumfries. Well, it's probably gold medals for both different ages, but it's all about trying to win this one. Amber Hinton pulling out that wee bit extra inside the final 10. Amber Hinton is going to do enough to take this one. Amber takes it. Lula second, 1:21.72 inside her time, 1:23 dead. Also a wee improvement for Lula. And the Falkirk last, Grace Blair, 1:31.47. That concludes our girls' breaststroke. 400 free, the 1, 2, 3. East Kilbride's Casey Crisp, I can't remember if we're giving you these. Dumfries, Tia Laylaw, and Anna Wilson, third, Inverclyde.
And we move on to event 206, and it's the turn of the boys. 100 metre breaststroke. We have 7 heats of this. So this is heat 1, lane 2, Nikki Tinch, Sterling Swimming. Lane 3, Ellie Crawford, Scotia. 4, that's probably Eli Crawford, I beg your pardon, from Scotia. 4, Ross Leslie, East Kilbride. And 5, Kyle Martin, City of Glasgow. So the boys are all 12 years of age. An entry time of 1:40 through to 1:42. And we're seeing lane 2, Nikki Tinch, the 12-year-old from Sterling Swimming. He'll go into the turn first, 44.96 for him at the turn, followed closely by Ross Leslie, Kyle Martin and Eli Crawford. And Nikki looks fairly strong out there in front of the field. I think the battle here is all going to be about second and third places, as the 12-year-old from Sterling Swimming. Entry time here 1:42.20. Has a fairly good substantial lead over the rest of the field, who are pretty much swimming in a line. So they will need to decide the second and third places as they come into the finishing meters of this 100 metre breaststroke. But there's no doubt who the winner is going to be, as Nikki Tinch finishes his race this afternoon in a time of 1:34.52. The battle going on for second place. Oh, it's all going to be about the touch there. And that went to lane 5, the City of Glasgow swimmer Kyle Martin, followed by Ross Leslie of East Kilbride in third place. So good personal best for Nikki Tinch there, entering on a time of 1:42.20 and finishing in 1:34.52.
Just 2 in this one. Outside lanes, Charlie Oaken, City Glasgow goes in 1. And in lane 6, Cameron Miller, South Ayrshire. The rest are no shows. Oh, it's pretty close between the 2 lads. It's possibly just Charlie in lane 1 with the advantage. They're very little in it though. It's the other way around, in fact, 1600ths. Well, 30 metres to go. Charlie McLaughlin, City Glasgow. Blue cap, yellow cap with South Ayrshire's Cameron Miller. It's probably just lane 1 now. Charlie with the slight advantage. 1:37.60, 1:30.40 the entry times for Charlie and Cameron. And they're both going to improve on that. 1:34.14 and 1:34.92. Charlie takes it ahead of Cameron. Well done, lads. Good swims. The gold medal for the girls 200 butterfly goes to Tia Laidlaw Dumfries.
And this is heat 3, lane 1, Adam Northcote from North Ayrshire. 2, Tynan Baird, South Ayrshire. 3, Michael Odibutu from City of Glasgow. 4, Oliver McHugh, Renfrew Bath. 5, Nathan Zeral from Dumfries. And 6, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. So we're looking at entry times ranging from 1:33.20 to 1:35.70. So we might have a bit of more of a spread out of a field that we might have had in some of the earlier heats, including the girls this afternoon. So let's keep an eye, let's watch what's happening at the far end of the pool as the boys turn at the halfway mark, and it is lane 4, 43.90 for Oliver McHugh from Renfrew Bath. But after the turn, I think he's lost the lead now. The City of Glasgow swimmer, Michael Odebutu, swimming really well, as is Tyneham Baird from South Ayrshire. Looks like Tyneham may just have the advantage over Michael now. But watch the Renfrew Bath swimmer, Oliver McHugh. He's coming back again. He's got himself, I think, possibly back up into second. But this is going to be really tight at the finish here. It's going to be a battle between Renfrew Bath swimmer and South Ayrshire, with Michael split in the middle. I think it will be the South Ayrshire swimmer, Tyneham Baird, who will take this just ahead of Oliver McHugh. Look at the board, indeed it is, with Michael Odebutu in third place. 1:32.65 at the finish there for Tyneham Baird. No, the order's finished, changed again, I beg your pardon. So the disqualification for a technical infraction in lane 2, which does change the finishing order. Lanes 4, Oliver McHugh, Michael Odebutu in second, and Nathan Zurell moved up into third.
Fourth heat as another no-show in lane 2, Jack Gerard, Malone Wishaw in 1. 3 is Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire. 4, Kel Rodding, Falkirk Otter. 5, Alexander Vasilovs, Cumbernauld. And 6, Ethan Alexander, City of Glasgow. We'll give you the girls 1, 2, 3 in the butterfly. First, Amy Royal, City Glasgow. 2, Lucy McGovern, Kingston. And 3, Lauren Dunlop, South Ayrshire.
Ross, I've got lots because I knew you'd be disqualifying lots of people.
So coming down the stretch, well clear now is Jack Gerard, the Malone Wishaw swimmer, going well in second place. Alexander Vasilovs, Cumbernauld. It's beginning to tighten up a wee bit. Alexander coming through strongly. I think he's timed his race really, really well to get this one. He has indeed. Alexander takes this one from Jack, and in lane 4, Kel, 1:29.09 for Vasilu, 1:31.28 for Jack, and Isle 1:31.33. So I've given you Amy Rowell, Lucy McGovern and Lauren Dunlop as the 1, 2, 3 in the girls 200 butterfly.
And we move on to Heat 5. Lane 1, Mark Sterling from Bowness. 2, Ewan Rendall from Milngavin Bearsden. 3, Conor McNaught, Grangemouth. 4, Jensen Basketer from City of Glasgow. 5, Harrison McMillan, Stirling Swimming. And 6, Sam Curry, South Ayrshire. 1:28.70 is the fastest entry time here this afternoon for this Heat 5. Let's see, I think it's lane 4 at the moment. Jensen Basketer, the City of Glasgow swimmer, who has the advantage and goes into the turn in first place, 41.41. Lane 5, Harrison McMillan in behind him, followed by Mark Sterling from Bowness in third place at the halfway mark. So coming down to the conclusion of this race, Jensen Basketer think still has the advantage there. But let's keep an eye on what the 14-year-old from Bowness, Mark Sterling, is doing. It's moving really well through the water. So is Harrison McMillan over there in lane 5. He's probably getting to second place. Jensen Basketer will take this. Battle between Sterling Swimming and Bowness for second place here. He's going to go to lane 1. It did, followed by lane 5 in third place. So your finish order there, Jensen Basketer, Mark Sterling and Harrison McMillan finishing times 1:26.82, 1:30.69 and 1:30.83.
Heat 6, 1, Luke Todd, Grangemouth, 2, Finlay Maurice, Inverclyde, 3, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass, 4, Jack Higney, Cumbernauld, teammate Jack Morrison, and 5, 6, Zach Neeson, Larkhall, Avondale. 1:26 through to 1:28 the times in this one, and going well in early stages, Jack Morrison from Cumbernauld. 200 boys butterfly in the 13-year-old category, Oliver McElwraith, Cumbernauld, takes gold, Yazin Hatib, Dumfries silver, and the 14-year-olds Nikolai Sisnet, City Glasgow gold, Jasper Broom, South Ayrshire silver, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride takes the bronze. So advantage, not much in it there. Lanes 4 and 5, Jack Higney, Jack Morrison. And it's all to play for, and Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass finishing strongly, and also lanes 1, Luke Todd, Finlay Maurice also trying to get in the picture. At the moment it's very tight. Matthew Jack coming through strongly. Renfrew lads probably nailed this one. He has got his timing perfect. Jack Higney takes second, lane 5 perhaps just hanging on. Jack Morrison, not much between those two boys. Jack Higney, Cumbernauld, Jack Morrison, Cumbernauld, second and third on 1:26.63, 1:25.74. But the winner on 1:23.82, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass. Nice sweet PB of a 2.5 seconds. Well done.
And this is the final heat of event 206, heat 7. Empty lanes 1 and 2. Lane 3, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. Empty lanes 4 and 5. And lane 6, Brodie Lydon, also City of Glasgow. So the final heat of this event is a battle of between two City of Glasgow swimmers. Aaron Machin entering on a time of 1:15.90. Brodie Lydon, 1:26.10. We've seen Aaron and Brodie in action earlier this afternoon and this morning. So let's see what they can do this afternoon, as it's Aaron that will lead them into the halfway mark. Turns first there, 36.82. Brodie in behind him, 39.79. So they'll both be looking to improve their entry times this afternoon. And it's Aaron who is leading Brodie as we're coming to just about 20 metres to go. And Aaron will take this, as he won't be caught now. Looking very strong there in the pool. It's just all about what his finishing time will be. 1:18.57. And Brodie comes in a finishing time here this afternoon of 1:24.96. Brodie was an improvement on his entry time. We now move on to 50-metre backstroke. We have, this is event 207, turn of the girls to start with. We have 7 heats before the boys, 4 heats of the same event, 50-metre backstroke.
Josephine Painton, City Glasgow 2, teammate Megan Ainslie 3, 4 is Emily Matheson from Kilmarnock. And she's off to a nice start, the Kilmarnock last, Emily Matheson. Storming down this the pool. Got a good body length or more clear. All over bar of shouting now. Emily Matheson, Kilmarnock, Josephine Painton, City Glasgow, Megan Ainslie, City Glasgow. It's going to be the finish order. So Emily takes that 38.79. Josephine, wait for her time to come up. It's round about the 40 odd mark. Well, it's 45.33. Might be adjusted time. And 51.19. 51.19 for Megan. It is an adjusted time. 41.35. Josephine in second.
And this is Heat 2 of Event 207. Lane 1, Lily Taylor, Falkirk Otter. 2, Murren Ramsey, Inverclyde. 3, Kaylin McCauley from Lark Hall. 4, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld. And 5, Taya Laidlaw from Dumfries. It looks like it's lane 4, the Cumbernauld swimmer, Holly Walker, who has taken the early lead here. Holly's entry time 39.30. Kaylin McCauley was the fastest entry time here. Let's keep an eye on what's happening with lane 1, Lily Taylor, the 12-year-old from Falkirk Otter. I think she's going to find the finish. First place goes to lane 4, Holly Walker from Cumbernauld, Taylor Laidlaw from Dumfries in second, and Kaylin McCauley, Lark Hall in third.
Heat 3, Rebecca Waters, Cumbernauld 1, Cara Broadley, Stirling Swimming 2, 3, Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton Bass, 4 is Millie Kerr, Dumfries 5, Anna Jameson, East Kilbride, maybe just one leading this, Ella McBrien from Kingston in 6. Now coming through strongly in lane 2, Cara Broadley from Stirling Swimming. I think it is the Stirling girl with the advantage now. I think she's going to take this from Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton Bass, and lane 6. That's the finish order, 36.83. The winner, Charlotte McGavin, the board is showing. Carla Broadley, 37.03 and 38.06. Carla McBrien.
And Heat 4, Lane 1, Bethan Millier, Western Bartonshire. 2, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. 3, Erin Hastings, Western Bartonshire. 4, Mirren Stewart, North Ayrshire. 5, Louisa McNish, South Ayrshire. And 6, Hayley Laidlaw, Dumfries. All entry times pretty much the same, 37.60 through to 38. So the girls this should be a very tight race. Looks pretty tight up there at the moment. Pretty hard to distinguish who's going to take this. The girls will come down to the touch. Lane 4, 37.60 for Mirren Stewart from North Ayrshire. Erin Hastings, Western Bartonshire in second. And third place goes to Louisa McNish from South Ayrshire.
1 Charlotte Smith, South Stirling Swimming, 2 Brooke Stevenson, South Ayrshire, 3 Neve Moore, Western Bartonshire, 4 is Emily Maguire, South Ayrshire, 5 Anna Wilson, Inverclyde, and best start of all, Penny Glendinning from Kingston, storming down here on outside lane in lane 6. A commanding advantage now, very tight for second and third. Know that Penny's going to take this. Brooke Stevenson, Charlotte Smith, look as though they're going to be, well, for that to be 37.81. The winner of that one was Brooke Stevenson. Charlotte Smith 38.24. Disqualification lane 4 for the technical infraction, and third 38.40 Penny Glendinning.
What's that? And we'll move on to Heat 6. Lane 1, Amy Rimmer, Bells Hill Sharks. 2, Maya Loudon, North Ayrshire. Teammate, Kimberly Cameron, swimming in lane 3. 4, Lucy McFadgen, Kintyre. 5, Ava Steele, Falkirk Otter. And 6, Annabelle Lappin, Milngire and Bearsden. These girls are all sub 30, around 36 as their entry time, 36 seconds, I beg your pardon. So as we would expect, they are in pretty much in a line as they close in on the finish of their 50-metre backstroke this afternoon. Who is going to take this? Oh, very tight, maybe coming from lane 3. Oh, it did. Well done. Called that well, didn't I? Kimberly Cameron, North Ayrshire, took that in a time of 37.64. Lane 1, Amy Rimmer, Bells Hill Sharks, 38.14. And lane 5, Ava Steele, Falkirk Otter, in third place, 38.23.
The final heat, Ella Russo, Renfrew Bass in 1, teammate Rebecca Marsh in 2, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen 3, Martha McGeechin, Scotia in 4, and 5, Eva Pettigrew, Cumbernauld with a late lane in 6. Now Casey Dixon, our favoured event, going really strongly down the final stretch. So the Rutherglen swimmer, Casey Dixon's going to take this one. Rebecca Marsh, Renfrew Baths, looks as though she's going to be second ahead of her teammate Ella Russo. And a pretty comfortable victory, 34.15. Casey Dixon, 35.34. Rebecca Marsh, 35.64. Ella Russo. That concludes the girls' 50. 4 heats for the boys.
So this is event 208. This is the first of 4 heats of the boys' 50-metre backstroke. Heat 1, lane 1, Noah Graham, City of Glasgow. 2, Kyle McQuaker, Kintyre. 3, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. 4, Aaron Graham, North Ayrshire. 5, Kyle Martin, City of Glasgow. And 6, Nikki Tinch, from Stirling Swimming. So a bit of a range of entrants. 2 or 3 seconds between the fastest and slowest here, so we might expect to see the field a little bit spread out, which I think we can see, but I think it might be lane 4 that's going to take this. Indeed it is, 38.07. That's Aaron Graham, the 11-year-old from North Ayrshire. 38.07 for him against an entry time of 39.60. He'll be pleased with that. Second place goes to Felix Broom, South Ayrshire, and third place goes to Carl McQuaker from Kintyre.
Heat 2, Charlie McGolkin, City Glasgow 1, 2, Blair Beverley Lanark 3, Liam Henry, North Ayrshire 4, Sam Curry, South Ayrshire 5, Michael Obiduit from City Glasgow, and 6, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. Looks like it's probably Liam in lane 3 with the advantage, 37.90 entry time, and finishing extremely strongly in lane 2, Blair Beverley from Lanark. It's tight. Blair Beverley, I think, just ahead of lane 3, Liam Henry. Oh, it's almost together, 37.12. Liam just got it from Blair, 37.15 and 37.75. Sam Curry finishes third.
And Heat 3, Lane 1, Struan Henry, Dumfries 2, Charlie Coleman, West Dunbartonshire 4, Rory Stevenson, Falkirk, Otter 5, Jack Higney, Cumbernauld 4, 5, Nathan Zayarel from Dumfries, and 6, Alexandru Vasilios from Cumbernauld. Again, all very close here, the boys all around late 36, 37, early 37, so let's see what's happening in the pool. Lane 5, Nathan Zayarel from Dumfries. Looks like he's going to take this, and he does, 35.29. Second place goes to Struan Henry, Dumfries, in a time of 36.62, and Jack Higney, Cumbernauld, finishes in third place, 37.48. And lane 6. 4 and 6. Ian was here earlier, wasn't it? No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
So 1, Daniel Litham, Cumbernauld, Grangemouth, Danielia Janiskis, and 2 and 3, Nikita Janiskis. Empty lane 4, Jack Morrison, and 5, empty lane in 6. So it's a Cumbernauld Grangemouth contest. Twins from Grangemouth in 2 and 3. And the 2 lads from Cumbernauld in 1 and 5. And it's lane 5 just with the advantage by almost a second. Jack Morrison, who's taken that one. 35.82, 35.03, 35.82. Nikis Jazinskis.
Last one I read out. So we're moving on to event 209. This is the girls' 200 metre IM. We have 7 heats of this before it's the turn of the boys to complete this afternoon's programme here at day 1 of weekend 1 of the West District's Long Course Championship. So heat 1, empty lane 1, lane 2, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride, 3, Hannah McMillan, North Ayrshire, 4, Isla Russo, Renfrew Bath, and 5, Josephine Paintin from City of Glasgow. So 4 lengths, and we start with the butterfly. So going into the turn, it will be lane 4, 41.35 for the Renfrew Bath swimmer, Isla Russo, as she turns and transitions, as indeed will do all the girls now, into the backstroke element of the IM. And it is the Renfrew Bath swimmer who is establishing herself quite firmly as the leader here. Second place, Josephine Painting, the 12-year-old from City of Glasgow. Well, let's watch what's happening with Hannah McMillan. She's in third, looking to get herself up alongside the City of Glasgow swimmer, certainly. But it's Isla Russo who is dominating this and transitions now into the breaststroke at the halfway mark of this 200 IM. The North Ayrshire swimmer, Hannah McMillan, turns second there, just ahead of Josephine Painting. Keep an eye on Casey Crisp, however. She hasn't lost touch with the field. But Isla Russo is really dominating this first heat of the 200 IM this afternoon. I don't think it's going to be anything about first place here. It's going to be about the second and third places, with the girls in behind her. Still some distance to go, of course, so one never knows. But from what we're seeing at the moment, it will be Renfrew Bath's Isla Russo that will turn first and lead the field home as she transitions into the freestyle. Hannah McMillan comes in but turns in behind her, but very closely followed by Josephine Painting. So the battle's on between Hannah and Josephine for second place, and certainly not going to catch Isla Russo now, who will lead the field home. It's all for her, Isla, all about her time. She entered this afternoon on a time of 3:02.20. Let's keep an eye on that clock. She's very close to that at the moment. Is she going to come in under that? Oh, no, just 3:01.84. North Ayrshire's Hannah McMillan finishes second, ahead of Josephine Painting in third. And we move on to Heat 2.
One is Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. 2, Carla Broadley, Stirling Swimming. 3, Rachel Cameron, North Ayrshire. 4 is Isla Stevenson, Bells Hill. 5, Ellie Meir, Hamilton Bath. 6, Kaylin Macaulay, Larkhall, Avondale. 2:56 to 3:01's the range. We'll give you results for the girls. 100 breaststroke are 1, 2, 3. Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. Second, Ailsa Chan, East Kilbride. Third, Anna Wilson, Inverclyde. The 13-year-olds, first Lola Milne, City Glasgow. Second, Anna Law, Larkhall, Avondale. Third, Sophie Haining, Bellshill Sharks. 14-year-olds, first Amber Hinton, Dumfries. Second, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. Third, Madison Smith, South Ayrshire. So after butterfly, moving down on the backstroke section. Lane 5 now coming through strongly. Ellie Meir from Hamilton Bath. She's opened up a nice advantage now over the rest of the field. In lane 4, Isla Stevenson from Bellshill Sharks. Best of the rest at the moment, but this is where it can all change when we transition to the breaststroke section. 1:23.59, about a second and a half faster than the previous heat, and she's got over almost 2.5 seconds advantage over the rest of the field. Let's see if they can come back. Boys 100 breaststroke, 1, 2, 3 and 11, 12-year-olds. Nikki Titch, Stirling Swimming. Cameron Miller, South Ayrshire second. Kyle Martin, City Glasgow third. 30-year-olds Luke Todd, Grangemouth. Zach Neeson, Larkhall, Avondale. And third, Jensen Basketeer, City Glasgow. 14-year-olds Aaron Machin, City Glasgow, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass, and third Brodie Lydon, City Glasgow. So still lane 5 going really well. Ellie Mia, Hamilton swimmer, and has maintained the advantage, and if anything extended it even further out the turn. 2:17.07. Not going to get caught now, almost 4.5 seconds clear. Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride, best of the rest. Got 25 to go. Our leader still well clear. Very solid swim here from Ellie. 2:57.20. It's going to come a few seconds inside that. The rest of the field will be around the 3-minute mark. 2:56.08. Second, fast finishing lane 2 and 1. Cara Broadley, 3:01.54, 3:01.66 for Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride in third. Just wait for confirmation on that one. Well, we are. The girls' 11-12-year-old backstroke. First, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld. Second, Emily Matheson, Kilmarnock. And third, Tia Laidlaw, Dumfries. 13-year-olds, Ella Russo, Renfrew Bass, Cara Broadley, Stirling Swimming, and Erin Hastings, Western Bartonshire. 14-year-olds, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen, Rebecca Marsh, Renfrew Bass, and Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton Bass, finished third. Just waiting for our officials to confirm our last event. In a moment, it's Ellie Mia, Cara Broadley, Rebecca Bishan, and no change to that finish order. Either might have a disqualification. Lane 6 for a technical infraction. Move on to heat number 3.
So this is heat 3 of event 209. Lane 1, Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. 2, Emma Patterson, City of Glasgow. 3, Olivia Lynn, Inverclyde. 4, Lucy McGovern, Kingston. 5, Madison Smith, South Ayrshire. And 6, Jessica Simpson, Lark Hall. So we have entry times 2:55.36 through to 2:56.86. So we would expect to see a little bit of a spread in the field, and it's lane 4 that's taking the early lead, the 14-year-old from Kingston, Lucy McGovern. 2:55.50 is her entry time, turning after the first 50, 35.18. It's just about a 2-second lead over lane 5's Madison Smith from South Ayrshire. So the girls have all now transitioned into the backstroke. And we can see the South Ayrshire's Madison Smith really beginning to come back now along and get herself alongside Lucy McGovern from Kingston. These two will go into the turn 1 and 2. Lucy McGovern first, Madison Smith second there at the turn. So let's have a look in behind them. East Kilbride's Elsa Chand in lane 1 probably just has a slight advantage into third place there. Madison Smith building on her breaststroke and moving ahead of the Kingston swimmer there as the girls head up to the final turn. in this 200 IM for them this afternoon. It's all going to be about second and third place, I think. So Madison Smith turns first, heads for home, into the freestyle. It's all about what's going to happen behind her. Can she be caught? At the moment, it looks like second place will go to Jessica Simpson or Lucy McGovern, as they're both alongside each other. Lane 1, however, Ilsa Chand also moving through, as here we can see Emma Patterson from City of Glasgow trying to get herself up into the placings. But it is the South Ayrshire swimmer, Madison Smith, who will take this 200 IM this afternoon, heat 3. And behind her will come the East Kilbride swimmer in lane 1, Ailsa Chand. And third place goes across back over to the other side of the pool, the Larkhall swimmer, Jessica Simpson, in lane 6. So there we are, finishing time 2:53.58, 2:57.03 for our first and second swimmers there. As we move on to
Heat 4, 1 Iona Lynn, Scotia, 2 Lucy Taylor Lanark, 3 Eva Pettigrew, Cumbernauld, 4 Connie Hart, South Ayrshire, 5 is Keelan McGaughey from City Glasgow, slowly away off the blocks there, and 6 Niamh Moore, Western Bartonshire. Low 250s here, 252 to 255. And on the butterfly section, our early leader, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. She's going to turn first, 35.99. Boys backstroke are 11, 12-year-olds. First, Aaron Graham, North Ayrshire. Second, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. Third, Kel McQuaker, Kintyre. 30-year-olds, first, Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries. Second, Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. Third, Stuart Henry, Dumfries. And the 14-year-olds, first, Jack Morrison, Cumbernauld. Second, Nikita Yanuskis, Grangemouth. And third, Danila Yanuskis, also from Grangemouth. Connie Hart still maintains the advantage over Lucy Taylor at halfway mark, 1:19.84, 1:21.24. Eva Pettigrew and Keelan McGaughey third and fourth. Well, nobody's making any move to catch Connie here. She's going further away from the field. Now some 5 or 6 metres clear. She's got this well wrapped up now. So Connie Hart with probably about 60 metres still to go. Well clear of Lucy Taylor. So 2:08.67 on the final stretch. Lucy Taylor from Lanark's going to take second. Third place still Keelan McGaughey. But Connie Hart, 2:53.20 is an entry time. Improves on that quite significantly, 2:45.30. There's a 5-second improvement. Second will be Lucy Taylor, 2:56.72 and 2:59.13. And third is Keelan McGaughey from City of Glasgow.
And we move on to Heat 5. So we have empty lane 1, 2, Sarah McGuffey from City of Glasgow. 3, Abby White, Dumfries. 4, Hannah McCaig. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Hannah McCaig from South Ayrshire. And 5, Emily Maguire, also South Ayrshire, with an empty lane 6. So the girls' entry times 2:50:80 through to 2:52:20. So let's see what's happening in the pool. And an early lead is being taken in lane 3. And she will turn first, 37:54 for Abby White, 14-year-old from Dumfries. Closely followed by Sarah McGuffey and Emily Maguire. Girls all transitioned into the backstroke now, and it is still lane 3, Abby White leading, with the girls in behind her all pretty much in a line. So we're coming down to the halfway mark, and the girls will transition into breaststroke. So Abby's entry time here, 2:50:80, the fastest entry time into this heat. So probably would expect her to be at the front of the field, certainly at this stage of the race, as she turns there 1:23:51, moving into breaststroke, as I said, as do the girls in behind her. Sarah McGuffey in second place, and the South Ayrshire swimmer Hannah McCaig in third. So can that change? We often see in an IM the breaststroke does make a difference to the order in the pool, but at the moment the Dumfries swimmer continues to swim strongly ahead of the field, but they are closing the gap on her. Let's watch lane 4, Hannah McCaig. She now has the advantage over Sarah McGuffey and Emily Maguire for second place. So transitioning into freestyle, it is still Abby White, 14-year-old from Dumfries, leading the field. Here comes Sarah McGuffey back again. She's having a go at Hannah McCaig there in lane 4 for second place. Beginning to move into the up to and alongside the Dumfries swimmer. Both girls, South Ayrshire, City of Glasgow, coming up alongside Abby White. Sarah McGuffey really motoring through. We saw her do this in an earlier race this afternoon, the 400 free, and she takes that in a time of 2:55:73. A perfectly executed race for Sarah McGuffey this afternoon, ahead of Abby White and then Hannah McCaig into third place. Finishing time 2:55:73, 2:55:78 and 2:57:85.
So penultimate heat, heat 6-1. Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. 2, Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire, empty lane 3, 4, Caitlin Morton, City of Glasgow. 5, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries. 6, Emily Taylor, Lanark. 2:46:70 to 2:50:10. Strong start from Ruby McInnes, South Ayrshire swimmer, also well up there. Caitlin Morton, City of Glasgow. So a little between the two girls in 2 and 4. Also up there is Megan Ferris, 36:02, 36:91 and 92 for Megan and Ruby, but Caitlin Morton is our early leader. Megan Ferris, a 12-year-old in lane 1, going particularly well on the backstroke section. Emily Taylor from Lanark also making some headway as well. Now the two outside lanes going well in this one. Caitlin Morton just being overhauled at halfway by Emily Taylor, Caitlin Morton, Megan Ferris. That's how they turn. 1:19.30, 1:19.85, 1:20.95. So just a second and a half separate them at the moment. It may all change on the breaststroke. Emily Taylor keeping it together, the youngster from Lanark. And she's just about a body length clear. Still in second, it looks to be Caitlin Morton. And Megan Ferris is also not out of it, and trying to get back into the picture. Ruby McInnes, all to play for. The four girls there or thereabouts. The outside lanes have it. 2:10.78, 2:11.14, 2:11.77, and 2:12.94. It's the Cumbernauld 12-year-old Megan Ferris who's got this one. Got a body length or so clear and flying down the final stretch. She's got this one, I think. Caitlin Morton coming back strongly into second place. Can she finish and snatch at the end? It's going to be very tight indeed. Caitlin Morton has got this just at the death. Megan Ferris, and on the outside lane, Emily Taylor. Another cracking race there. 2:47.02. Caitlin Morrison takes that. 2:47.39. Megan Ferris. 2:48.99. Emily Taylor. Lanark in third. The two outside lanes, PBs.
And this is Heat 7, the final heat for the girls this afternoon of event 209, and indeed their final race, the final female race of the afternoon here at day one. So, lane 1, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. Empty lane 2, 3, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 4, Daisy Gildea, City of Glasgow. Empty lane 5, 6, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. 2:35 through to 2:43 entry times here. So let's see whether that makes a difference in the pool. It is lane 3, Amber Hinton, who has taken the early lead as the girls have all transitioned into the backstroke. She led them into the turn there after the first 50. Daisy Gildea right on her shoulders, as is Lula Milne, both City of Glasgow swimmers. Casey Dixon still there in amongst it as well. But it will be Amber Hinton that leads the field into the turn at the halfway mark, turning there 1:13.80, entering on a time of 2:35.70. So as I said, she is the fastest time this afternoon, so we would expect to see her out in the front at the moment. Two City of Glasgow swimmers swimming just about in line for second and third place at the moment. Casey Dixon still there in lane 1, has them in her sights. She'll be looking to move through the field, but it is still Amber Hinton. Lula Milne appears from this angle to have the advantage over Daisy Gildea. As the girls go into the final turn, it is Amber Hinton turning first and heading for home, 1:59.53. Just with the advantage there, Daisy Gildea, 2:04.28, 2:04.32 for Lula Milne at the turn. Sorry about that, folks. Amber Hinton's going to take this, but which of the City of Glasgow girls is going to come out on top for second place? Really nothing between them at the moment as Amber comes into the closing meters of her 200 IM this afternoon, finishing in a time of 2:34.66. As in the closing stages, Daisy Gildea shows her strengths, taking second place ahead of her teammate Lula Milne, who into third place. And as Casey Dixon comes in to finish her 200 IM this afternoon, we turn to the final event of today's programme, event 210, the boys 200 metre IM, and we have 6 heats to finish off the afternoon's racing.
Jackie says the final event, the boys IM 6 heats. 1 we have Finlay Thompson, East Kilbride. 2 Cameron Miller, South Ayrshire. 3 Finn MacDonald, East Kilbride, the empty lane in 4. And 5 is Kyle Martin, City Glasgow. All these lads will be hoping, if they can, to try and get under that elusive 3-minute mark. 3:03.90 is the fastest entry. That's Finn MacDonald in lane 3. And he's looks as though he's going to turn first. 39.81, just ahead of Cameron Miller. 39.98, with Kyle Martin about a second or so further back, and Finlay Thompson a fair way off the pace at the moment. As we move on to the backstroke section, and again not much between the two. Cameron in 2, maybe bit of body length off the pace at the moment. Still advantage with Finn MacDonald. Kyle Martin, City Glasgow in 3rd, and we switch over onto breaststroke now. It all can all change. And here comes the South Ayrshire boy. Upsides. A little between the two now. And it's now advantage with Cameron. Kyle Martin hanging in there. Well, Cameron went past, but he's not extending that lead. If anything, Finn's coming by him. Cameron just hanging onto that advantage at the moment. He's not really extending it very much. He's maybe about a body length, if that, clear. Still all to play for between the two, with Kyle Martin a wee bit further back. I don't think he's going to be involved in the mix here, but there's a second or so advantage. And out the turn, getting to work pretty strongly now is the South Ayrshire lad, Cameron Miller. He's opened up a bit of body length. Well, we've still got almost 25 to go. Finn's not finished yet. He's coming back at him. 20 to go. Finn MacDonald coming through strongly to challenge inside the final 10. Finn's putting in a brave effort. Can he get there? Cameron's hanging on. Cameron and Finn, who's going to get that? Cameron's just touched out, I think. He was by 400ths. 3:00:36, 3:00:40. Good race, boys. And Kyle Martin, 3:08:01, takes 3rd, all inside their entry time. Finlay finishes in 4th.
And this is Heat 2, Lane 1, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. 2, Aidan Mooney, City of Glasgow. Empty Lane 3, 4, Zach Neeson, Lark Hall. Empty Lane 5 and 6, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. Just one 12-year-old in this, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire swimmer. Good entry times 2:59.29 through to 3:03.70. So these boys will be looking to improve on those times, as we've seen very frequently throughout today's racing. So at the turn, transitioning into backstroke, it was lane 4. Zach Neeson from Lark Hall leading the field. But coming back at him are the boys in lanes 1, 2 and 6. From this angle, although I'm slightly blinded by the sun, I think that it's actually the lead has now moved to lane 6, the South Ayrshire's Felix Broom. Indeed it has. So he builds on his backstroke abilities, and he will come into the wall to turn and transition into the breaststroke ahead of the field. He does so there in a time of 1:25.46. He's got just under 2-second lead ahead of lane 4, Zach Neeson. And then in behind him, Aidan Mooney from City of Glasgow, swimming in lane 2. So what's going to happen with this breaststroke? Which of these boys has the stronger breaststroke and can get themselves up into the front of the field before they transition into the freestyle? At the moment, it is still the South Ayrshire swimmer over there in lane 6, Felix Broom, the 12-year-old, leading the field, but he is being challenged for that by Zach Neeson from Lark Hall in lane 4. See, and it's going to be Zach that will go into the turn first. He does, leading the field. He's regained the lead that he had earlier, transitioning into freestyle, as does Felix. Aidan Mooney. Hamish has turned and heading for home. Getting to come back now at Zach Neeson, but can they catch him, or can Zach keep certainly Felix Broom at bay? This will go to Zach, I think almost certainly Zach Neeson. Let's keep an eye on Aidan Mooney. He's coming back on Felix Broom now, and he may well get this second place as the boys come into the closing stages. He will. The second place will go to City of Glasgow swimmer Aidan Mooney, as Zach Neeson finishes in a time of 2:57.32 to take first place. 3:00.29 and 3:00.89 for our second and third placed swimmers. So 0.5 of a second split those two boys in those closing, exciting racing there in the closing stages.
On to 31, Luke Todd, Grangemouth. Empty lane 2, 3, Kieran Naismith, Bellshill Sharks. 4, Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire. 5, Nathan Zorrell, Dumfries. 6, or McElwraith from Cumbernauld. 2:51 to 2:56, the times in this one. Two middle lanes going well. Lewis Riley just ahead of Kieran Naismith. That's lane 4, Lewis Riley with the advantage on the butterfly section, going well in 6, Oliver up, McElwraith as well, 36.57 as we transition on to the backstroke. Nice turn there, Luke Todd, Grangemouth coming in to the mix as well. So Luke Todd, Kieran Naismith, Lewis Riley, those three at the moment just forging clear. Owen McElwraith trying to stick with them. Nathan Zorrell a wee bit off the pace at the moment, but Luke Todd has had a good backstroke section. Let's see how good he is on his breaststroke. Outside lanes 1 and 2, half a second between them. Nice turn by Oliver. And coming through now, Lewis Riley. A lot to do is Nathan Zorrell, but he's beginning to try and pick things up in lane 5. A long way off. He's got to have a super breaststroke to get into the mix for the final 50. At the moment, Luke Todd in lane 1, still going pretty well. Over on the far side, Oliver McElwraith might just be shading it. That's the yellow caps. Cumbernauld in 1. Sorry, in 6. Grangemouth in 1 and South Ayrshire in 4. It's Luke Todd, Grangemouth with the advantage. 2:12.59. It's a second and a half over Lewis Riley and Oliver McElwraith down the final stretch. The Grangemouth swimmer with the advantage and making that advantage pay down that final stretch. You think Luke's going to hang on? Body length or so clear. Going to be very tight for second. Lewis Riley still holds second over Oliver McElwraith. At the moment, Luke Todd is going to hold on to take this. Luke Todd takes it. Lewis Riley second. Oliver McElwraith third. 2:50.85 for Luke. 2:51.04 Lewis. Oliver 2:51.68.
Sorry, Jackie, you've got a full house in this one.
And this is Heat 4, Event 210. Lane 1, Scott Watson, East Kilbride. 2, Finlay Morris, Inverclyde. 3, Jensen Basketer, City of Glasgow. And his teammate Samuel Ruff goes in lane 4. 5, Alexandru Vasilios, Cumbernauld. And 6, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride. So we have a full house with 2 13-year-olds and 4 14-year-olds in this heat. And entry times 2:47.10 through to 2:51.01. So let's see, after the first 50, it's lane 5. Alexandru Vasilios, the 14-year-old from Cumbernauld, who had the advantage and led the field into the turn. He looks like he continues to do so, but let's keep an eye on lane 1. Scott Watson from East Kilbride. He looks like he's in second place to me at the moment. Possibly not now, as the swimmers come into line now. But it is definitely the Cumbernauld swimmer, Alexandru Vasilios, leading. Alongside him, Jensen Basketer. He will turn second. And third place goes to so back to the pool. 3 boys now coming up all alongside each other. Well, 2 City of Glasgow swimmers coming up alongside Alexandru Vasilios, Jensen Basketer and Samuel Ruff. Alexandru still holding them at bay in this breaststroke section. As the boys go into the final turn, it will be Alexandru turning first, Samuel Ruff second and Jensen Basketer third. So this could be another tight finish here. We've seen a number of those over the course of the day, but the Cumbernauld swimmer continues to hold the City of Glasgow swimmers at bay. He's beginning to put open water between him and the 2 City of Glasgow swimmers. He's going to take this, I think. with the City of Glasgow swimmers battling for second and third place. Samuel looks like he has the advantage over his teammate Jensen as Alexandru finishes there in a time of 2:41.58. Second place goes to Samuel Roff in a time of 2:43.13, and Jensen Basketer 2:43.26 finishes in third place.
Well, we're down to 3 in our penultimate race. 1, we have Yazin Hattab, Dumfries empty lanes, 2 and 3. In 4, we've Brodie Lydon, City Glasgow, 5's an empty lane, and 6 is Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. 2:40.50 is Brodie's time, Yazin 2:45 exactly, and Daniel 2:46.30. Let's see if they can improve on that in this one. 31.56 strong start by Brodie, who's got the fastest entry time of the 3 remaining swimmers. As we move on to the backstroke, give you the girls 1, 2, 3, our 11, 12-year-olds. First was Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld. Second, Emily Taylor, Lanark. Third, Ailsa Chand, East Kilbride. 13-year-olds. First, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. Second, Sarah McGuffey, City of Glasgow. And third was Elliot Mayer, Hamilton Baths. 14-year-olds, first Amber Hinton, Dumfries. Second, Daisy Gildee, City of Glasgow. And third, Caitlin Morton from City of Glasgow. Well, barely a second between the two, but a nice turn from Brodie. Opened up 2 or 3 metres advantage now over Daniel Letham. And Brodie's breaststroke much better than the other 2 boys. Let's see, Forgy's clear. So this one's almost certainly going to go to the City of Glasgow swimmer Brodie Lydon. Second is going to be Daniel Letham from Cumbernauld, and a long way back in third place Dumfries' Yazin Hattab. The times nevertheless will be important for potential medals, especially for the 2 boys in the outside lanes, both 13-year-olds. Brodie a 14-year-old. So he'll want to improve on that 2:41.58 from Alexandru in that last race. Alexandru in the 14-year-old age group. And it looks as though he's going to come inside the 2:40 mark, coming down inside the final few metres, just inside I think. 2:39.84. Yazin takes, Daniel takes second, 2:43.52, and Daniel Letham 2:47.76, just outside his entry time. So well done to Brodie and Daniel improving on their times. Sorry, Jackie, you've got 3 swimmers.
And this is the final race of this afternoon, and indeed today's meet here at East Kilbride. It's heat 6 of event 210. Empty lane 1, 2, Blake Herdman, Inverclyde. 3, Nikolai Sisnett, City of Glasgow. 4, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. And empty lanes 5 and 6. So, pretty broad range of entry times here. Nikolai's entry time 2:18.80 and then 2:34, so quite a range here. So let's see, we would expect to see Nikolai out in the front, and as I turn to look at the behind the pool, indeed he is. He's turned first there, and has a substantial lead over Aaron Machin and Blake Herdman. We saw a pretty good battle between Aaron and Blake earlier on this afternoon, and I suspect we will see the same again this afternoon as Nikolai turns at 1:02.85, transitioning into the breaststroke. As Aaron Machin and Blake Herdman come up to the halfway mark, almost stroke for stroke. Blake Herdman just had the slight advantage over Aaron Machin there at the halfway mark. Both boys transition into breaststroke. Both of them pretty strong here. To watch Nikolai again out in front. No competition. He'll go into the final turn well ahead of Aaron and Blake. Indeed he does, turning 1:48.33. So for Nikolai, it's all about his times here. It's just about nearly half a length ahead of the two boys in second and third. Aaron has the advantage at the turn there. What can Blake do to come back at Aaron? So all about second and third places here in this final heat, final race of the day. Aaron has the advantage over Blake at the moment as Nikolai comes in to finish his race in a time of 2:22.91 this afternoon. Blake's still having a go at Aaron. He's still going, he's still moving. This is all down to the touch here. Or just 2:35.15, 2:35 against 2:35.53. Aaron Machin in second and Blake Herdman in third. That concludes the racing here for day one of weekend one of the long course championships here at East Kilbride. Thank you very much to all of our swimmers. Thank you to those of you joining us on live stream and to all of our spectators. Looking pretty sparse in the spectator gallery at the moment. Thank you very much. A huge, massive thank you to all of our volunteers, our technical officials that we can all see on poolside. Those of you volunteers working behind the scenes alongside me and the